Hello everyone, Skyno here. In this video I will be going over how to set up wheel and shifter support for Accelerate X. Before we start we need to download the right tools. Roblox does not come with integrated support, so we need help from input emulators. The two programs we need to download are Joystick and Xbox 360 controller emulator. The links for each program will be listed in the description of this video. Make sure to download the 32-bit version of X360 and the latest version of Joystick. Let us set up the steering wheel first with X360. To make it work we need to first locate the Roblox Player Beta application. A quick way to find it is by pressing Windows key plus R. In the search bar type app data. Then open the folder named Local, Roblox, Versions, and find the Versions folder with the Roblox Player Beta. Then, place the application inside of the folder that has the Roblox Player Beta. Open X360. Press Create, then make sure your wheel is connected. It should appear with the correct name and the option Search automatically for settings. Then press Next. This gives you a preset of assigned inputs for the wheel. Sometimes this may bug out, therefore I advise to just press Clear. This clears all the buttons assigned. If you pressed Clear we need to reassign some buttons. Find the button you want to assign and press Record. Then press a button or rotate the steering wheel to assign it. For Accelerate we need to make sure rotating the wheel is assigned to stick axis X, the gas pedal needs to be assigned to right trigger, and the brake pedal has to be assigned to the left trigger. If you have a clutch pedal, assign it to right or left bumper. When done press Save. Next we need to make sure X360 is set up to work with Roblox. Open Game Settings and find the Roblox Player Beta. Since X360 is in the same folder it should find it by itself. If not then press the Add button. Find the location of the Roblox Player Beta and select it. Then we need to check the right boxes. These are PIDVID, and all the 32-bit boxes are shown. Then press Apply / Synchronize Settings. Now your steering wheel acts like an Xbox 360 controller. You should see your cursor change into a dot if done correctly. This means Roblox can detect our steering wheel as Xbox controller inputs. The only thing left is to go in game and assign the buttons to the car controls. This is done in Controls at the bottom of the screen. Assign throttle, brake, and steer by using your steering wheel. If you have a clutch, assign it to clutch. Other buttons are assigned in the same way. For example, if your steering wheel has more buttons you can assign things like ABS and traction control to those buttons, the same way we assign brake and throttle. Now you should be able to drive and accelerate with a steering wheel, or something that is not an Xbox 360 controller. X360 also makes the inputs analog, so steering should depend on how much you rotate the wheel. Now for shifter support. It should not matter what shifter you have as long as it can be connected with USB and is detected by your computer. For this we need Joystick. Open the application and find Options, Configure, and Advanced Setting for each device. In the drop-down menu you should see the name of your shifter and other devices you have connected to the computer. Make sure each device is assigned as joystick 1, 2, 3, etc. Select the joystick assigned to your shifter and move it around to check if it works. Inputs should be highlighted with a yellow bar. For accelerate, we need to assign each gear to the numpad buttons. Numpad 1, 2, 3, etc. will match each gear, with the exception of reverse. Reverse can be assigned to any random numpad key. Next, we need to enable the shifter support in the options panel. This panel is found at the bottom left of the screen. And scroll down to find the option. Now we need to open the car controls panel, found at the bottom of the screen. In the controller tab you should be able to find new buttons to assign, one for each possible gear, and reverse. If your shifter does not have 8 gears, then just leave those gears blank. Joystick turns your shifter inputs into the numpad keys. Therefore we can assign each button with the use of the shifter. When you have finished assigning the buttons, put the car into semi or manual. To make manual work, it is required that you also have a clutch pedal. For now I will be driving in semi. When your shifter is not locked in a gear, the car will stay in neutral. As soon as you put the shifter into first or second, the gear will change. This means you can skip gears as well, for example from 1st to 6th. Not recommended though. Each time you shift up and down gears, your car will enter neutral. This depends on how quickly you change gears with your shifter. When the shifter is not in a gear, the car will go automatically into neutral. Here is how to make the first person view move with buttons on the steering wheel. Open joystick and select the joystick that your steering wheel is assigned to. Then find 4 buttons that are not assigned to anything. For example, a D-pad. With joystick we will assign each D-pad button to move the cursor by 10. This is done by selecting the right key, mouse, and move the sliders up and down according to the button and where you want the cursor to go. Now if you go in game and press these buttons, you will see the cursor moves in the direction you assigned them to. If it is too slow or too fast, you can change it by increasing or lowering the value from 10. When you enter first person mode, you should see your view moving in the direction you have assigned the buttons to. This makes it possible to use first person without having to move the mouse. That is everything for this setup tutorial. If you have any questions, make sure to join our Discord channel or DM me on Discord. Thanks for watching and expect some spicy updates coming for the game in the near future.